I'm not going to tell you what you need to think. I'm going to be the best player in this game. Growing up in a small town, basketball really wasn't too much of, a main focus. We had our teams, but no one had ever won, championships, state championships, and there definitely wasn't any big names going out in my area. So the move that I made from my first initial high school to Colonial Forge, my second high school, that's where I won my first state championship, and that's where, the level of play kind of upped a little bit from the previous competition, but that's when I just started taking a little more serious, That's when I started playing with Boo Williams Summer League and, just having the AAU atmosphere and just competing against, the top girls in the nation. That's really what, carried me to end up going to Riverdale Baptist. I wanted my last year to be really competitive to prepare me for, my college season. And I felt like I would get that atmosphere of, balancing school and traveling and, having more focus on basketball during that time. Mike McMiller, he was, my trainer during the high school season. Right when I went to the Boo Williams team is when, we started really working on expanding my game and, just becoming a versatile player that a lot of these other players couldn't be. And, the workouts he put me through, I hated him for it. He had me going against his daughter, which is probably one of the toughest girls I've ever seen play, Keone McMiller. Look her up. I'm telling y'all, she's going to be a star. But, just the work ethic that he really kind of drove into me, just elevating my game, from high school to college now. We started off young with, trying to expand my game to be more than just, a back-to-the-basket post. Like I said, I had Mike, I had Coach Porche, Sean, we were in the Woodbridge High School gym, and, that's just really when I started putting everything together and, working on stuff that I was uncomfortable with and just really, realizing that I had no ceilings. And, like I said, I carried that into my college career, and it's really what drives me as a competitor is just trying to be more different than everybody else. Going to, University of Maryland, I felt like I just wanted to bring something back to my hometown. What better place than to play close to home? It was a top program for multiple years. They're in the top 25 almost every year. I just felt like it was the right place. I do believe that it was a good fit at that time. When I went to Maryland, things just didn't go the way, it was expected to go. And I just felt like I had to make a decision for myself to, really move on and hope to find a better environment that will let me just expand my game. It was a tough decision leaving. I felt like that was my home. I had my family on my team. It was a heartbreaking decision, honestly. I just felt like I needed a new space. I had my outside family issues going on, and I just felt like I needed the right mentoring and the right environment that would just help me be, successful on and off the court. I really felt like I was by myself for like a good little minute. From my senior year of high school to my sophomore year of college, my mom was locked up. So that took a really big toll on me, having a part of my family not there to support me and there to, help encourage me through some of the hardest times in my life, adjustments to college and, playing the way you want to, just everything that just comes with just being a player and just being, a woman. It definitely hurt. And, that basically led up to another situation where, me and my dad had a fallout. So there came a point where there was a big box I had to fit in, and I knew I could be more than that player. So I left. It was hard, the timing of, entering the portal. We had just hit COVID, so it was tough. No school. Everybody was kind of going crazy, not sure if they was going to even play the next season. I didn't meet any coaches during my recruiting time the second go-around, so everything was virtual. Everything was through Zoom. Everything was text messages, phone calls, and that's really hard to get to know someone through that. I just felt like during that time, Ole Miss would be able to give me the opportunity that I needed. And, it wasn't so much of how much do I know Coach Yo or how much do I know about this program. It was just, I want to play on the big stage. I want to play for the SEC, and I want to be able to showcase that, I can really impact the team. And, that's what I did. Now, I'm preparing for the next big thing, the WNBA. I've dealt with so much off the court that playing a sport shit comes easily. And I felt like that's the confidence that I had coming into college, and that's the confidence that I have going into this draft. No matter if I'm number 1 pick or 37th if they even have that many picks, you know. So it's just, you know, something that I know God has instilled in me for a reason. I truly believe that everything does happen for a reason, and you know, people are put into your life for a reason, you know, good and bad. And I've come to accept everything that comes with it. Nobody has done, you know, what I was able to do with a team like Ole Miss. I mean, you know, I felt like I could go to a top-ranked team and win a national championship, honestly. But to go to a team and actually leave a high-level team to a team who has 0 conference wins is unheard of, you know. People don't take risks like that, and people don't, you know, put their careers on the line for a program. And I felt like if any coach, you know, was to look at the draftees, you know, they would be able to see that I was able to do something different. I mean, and at the same time, when you look at what I'm able to do on the floor, people who are successful right now in the league look like me. I mean, they're 6'5", they're versatile players, and, you know, they're 5-6 years in the game, and I haven't played a year yet, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like everything's lined up the way it's supposed to be. Being a competitive person from the DMV, I mean, that just makes you stand out alone. Everybody who's great coming out of here competes at any level, you know, and they walk around with the confidence and the swagger like, you know, they can do anything. And that's just what I carry with myself through everything. You know, it started from switching levels of competition from high school to AAU, and, you know, just wanting to play against the best, you know, wanting to prove that I can be with the best. And, you know, now I'm at the stage where I want to prove that I am the best. And, you know, it's just a journey that, you know, I'm excited to take.